The other character that I liked was called the Silver Surfer. This character looked so heroic and so noble that I gave him the name the Silver Surfer. I made him a philosophical observer of the world and the universe. He became my mouthpiece for how I feel about a lot of things. We live in the greatest planet we could ever want. It has everything. Why do we fight each other? Why do we hate each other? What's the matter with us? Are we insane? And the kids loved him.
What's going on, guys? We're back with another YouTube video. We're just gonna get right into it. So apparently there's yet another controversy involving a quote-unquote gender-bent character in the latest Fantastic Four movie. And of course, obviously, if you're not living under a rock, you know the character that I'm talking about is the Silver Surfer. People are up in arms, especially a certain group of people, about the new Silver Surfer being a woman instead of a man. Now, I'm sure no one is really surprised about this, since this group of people will literally find anything to complain about at this point. It's so annoying, which is why I kind of just started ignoring them. It's so funny because the idiots who are mad about this, they try to pride themselves on being true comic book fans that Marvel is supposed to be trying to appeal to, and that Disney is supposedly destroying the source material by gender swapping characters like the Silver Surfer. Here's the catch though, it's not actually a gender swap of the Silver Surfer, they just used an alternate version. You know, because there's more than one. Stupid! Surely you comic book fans getting enraged about this must have known that, right? Surely they knew about Shia LaBeouf, the original Silver Surfer's lover, actually becomes Silver Surfer in an alternate universe, and that's the version that they're basing this one off of. Surely they must have known that. Oh, but when you tell them this now, they don't care that it's an old character. Wait, why don't you care though? Weren't you guys the main ones saying that you were tired of them changing pre-existing characters and you guys wish that they would put focus on original pre-existing female and minority characters instead of just changing white ones? Okay, they did that here and you're still complaining. I don't get it. What's the issue here? They did exactly what you guys have been telling them to do. See, this is what me and other people have been saying when we say that all of these fans getting upset at stuff like this and who keep trying to blame it on some political agenda have no clue what the fuck they're talking about. They aren't upset because they want it to stay true to the comics, because that's exactly what this is doing. They are using material from the comics. A woman they chose, Shia LaBeouf, is an important figure in Silver Surfer's story, ever since the Surfer's first comic, actually, and the whole idea of her being Silver Surfer wasn't even from Disney. She coexisted as Silver Surfer alongside Norrin in the Marvel Earth X comic book storyline, so you can't even say Surfer was gender swapped for the sake of diversity. It's like I've been saying, this movement is not about having original diverse characters, no matter how much they try and say that to gaslight people otherwise. If it's a woman, or any sort of minority that gets attention outside of the normal stereotype, they will scream and yell about that character. It's that simple. That's just how it is. That's what this whole controversy comes down to, period. And then there's also the ones saying that they don't really care about Silver Surfer being a woman. They're complaining because they just wanted to see Norrin Rad in the MCU, and now they fear they won't get to see that. Okay, fair enough, but have you also taken into consideration that this movie takes place in an alternate universe? And since it's pretty much common knowledge and theories at this point that this universe will be destroyed by Galactus, like the Fantastic Four will probably lose and they'll get transported to the main timeline, who's to say that once they cross over to the main timeline that Norrin Rad won't be a Silver Surfer alongside Shia LaBeouf? Who's to say that that wouldn't happen? We have more than one version of Reed Richards in the MCU, so clearly that means we can have more than one version of the Surfer as well. But even then, that still doesn't justify hating it and saying that the movie is ruined before it even comes out just because the Silver Surfer is female. You shouldn't blindly hate something just because it's not exactly how you wanted it to be. Like I said in previous videos, seeing the same thing over and over again gets boring, so new material is going to change things up every once in a while, which obviously that doesn't make it exempt from criticism. But when it gets to the point that the criticism is that the Silver Surfer is female, then we have a little bit of a problem here. This whole culture war stuff is so exhausting, and I'm honestly glad I've spent less time engaging with them, and I heavily suggest that others do the same. It's really no use, they're a joke, Everyone knows they're a joke at this point. It's really not even worth trying to argue with them because they will continuously move the goalpost with being shown facts that shut down any brain dead argument they try to make, right? It's really just a grift, so they need to keep trying to, I guess, woke spot. They need to keep trying to find something wrong with everything so that these grifters can continue to make their money. Unfortunately, the side effect of that is that any sort of meaningful or thoughtful discourse gets damaged by this as a result. With that being said, hopefully this movement will eventually be thrown into the shadow realm somehow so we can all go back to enjoying and having actual meaningful and thoughtful discussion on discourse and media. That's gonna be it for the video though. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like what you see here, be sure to like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and most of all, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wait to see what the next big woke thing is. And yeah, I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.